Hello everyone and welcome back to Red Dead Redemption. We are here outside the MacFarlane ranch and we are just about to finish up the next rank of the Master Hunter challenge. And we'll also take a look at the next survivalist challenge very briefly. You probably didn't even see that, but yeah, we have to get 6 desert sage. So we'll just take out this last deer and just do the old horse parking trick to skip the whole animation. The skinning animation, which I believe can also be skipped in Red Dead Redemption 2 in the same manner. Which in that case is very useful because the animations in that game are really detailed, so yeah, that is a pretty good thing to do if you're gonna hunt a lot of animals in that game. But anyway, we have a mission here for Bonnie that we can do. So let's get on with that.
Hey, miss. I got most of the horses secure and the chickens.
Well, thank you, Amos, but it's the herd I'm worried about.
I know. They're scattered all over the valley and beyond. The weather is coming in real fast.
So what do you suggest, Amos? We leave the herd out there to be scattered by the storm and ourselves left here to die without a livelihood?
Can I help?
No, miss. If the men get caught out in that storm, they're gonna die.
And if we lose our herd, we'll all die, you stupid man.
Doesn't sound like we're left with much of a choice then. Come on, Amos. Round up your men. Let's get the herd.
Dang.
Let's get going before the weather gets any worse. Whoa!
Yeah, that weather changed pretty quickly, I must say.
That sky don't look good. I'm starting to think somebody up there's conspiring against me. Are you a religious man?
Not in any real sense. Sometimes I tell myself things happen for a reason. Like what brought me here was fate come a-calling. But nobody made my path but me.
We all need to look for answers somewhere. Some in big old books, others in big old bottles of whiskey.
Believing in some kind of divine purpose ain't gonna give me my wife and kid back. Past is who we are, Miss MacFarlane. There ain't no changing that. Faith is a luxury I can't afford.
We have 2 herds out grazing in different pastures. We'll need to merge them and bring them all back.
I think we can handle that.
The cows get real ornery in bad weather. It's more work, but I'll show you how to deal with them. I'm gonna save my voice for the herd. It's gonna be hard shouting over this storm. Easy now.
Easy.
Let's take them over to the other herd. We'll try to drive them all back to the ranch together. The weather changes fast out here. This storm came out of nowhere.
It really did, to be perfectly honest. Like we had this nice sunrise going on and then suddenly it's just, well, a tempest.
Whoa!
But yeah, now we're gonna have to do some pretty serious herding to get all these cows out of the horrible weather. And since it is bad weather, they will be kind of, well, as Bonnie said, ornery. So they'll just kinda move out of the pack and just get lost and all that kind of stuff. But we have got all of them for now, so that's okay.
They're spooked. We have to stop the stampeding. Do something. They're heading for the cliff.
And now for some really serious herding. So there are a few ways to get them to slow down. Well, as the game is suggesting, we have to kind of move in front of the herd. Or just Yeah, I believe that shooting your gun will also help somewhat. But yeah, these cows are just... They are heading straight for that cliff, and I think we lost maybe one. Well, there goes one. The other one that we seemingly lost was just a straggler apparently, so that's okay. But yeah, we only had one of these cows jumping to their doom, so... All in all, that went a lot better than it could have.
Thank God! We only lost a couple, I think. Let's round up the rest.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to the other one because it just kinda got lost.
Let's go.
The quicker we get these stragglers rounded up, the quicker we can get home.
And I would also like to point out at this point that the weather effects in Red Dead just look absolutely fantastic. Especially for a game that was released in 2010. Of course, Rockstar always did weather effects really well in GTA 4 as well, so it's not really a surprise. But I think it just kinda helps the game hold up a little bit better in modern times.
Easy.
So now all we have to do is get this big herd to the ranch, and yeah, they are having some problems going on ahead, but I think we are pretty much good to go. The worst of it was obviously the whole stampede towards the cliff, and we handled that quite nicely, so no problems there. And I still have no idea where that one cow went, but whatever. Technically we are at 20 cows saved at this point. Or it would be if the one wouldn't just have phased out of existence. Come on guys, just gotta move on. Get us all out of this rain. I'm pretty sure I have done this by saving all of the cows on one of my playthroughs, but sadly I didn't quite manage it this time. But we did save the overwhelming majority of the herds, so I'm not gonna complain too much. I don't think Bonnie expected us to get this many of them back once they started stampeding.
Come on, you're losing control of the herd. You saved the herd back there. You might make a decent rancher one day.
Thank you, Miss MacFarlane.
Well, at this point, John has been a rancher since, well, 1908, I think. So he should know how it works by this point.
Slow up.
Hold on just a second. Nobody implies that we have a chicken head.
You a tough guy, mister? I hope so.
John Marston does not have the head of a chicken. Although that would be amusing.
You some respect.
Anyway, this guy has challenged us to a duel. And we're gonna show him what for. Tobias here with this silly hat. Now the way this works is you draw your gun and you have to fill the bar at the lower right before your opponent And if we hit the gun of the opponent, we win immediately. I'll just take that so that guy doesn't get any more bright ideas. Yeah, you get more honor from doing one of those duels if you manage to do it without killing the guy, but it's not really a problem if you just shoot him. You don't lose karma or anything like that, you just get a little bit less. So might as well just go ahead and do the next Bonnie mission.
Excuse me, Mr. Marston. Have you seen my father anywhere?
No.
He went out this morning to ride the land and was supposed to be back hours ago. I don't know. The ranch hands have been out looking, but so far they found nothing.
Well, come on, let's go look for him.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I'm sure it's nothing, but I worry about the old fool. Easy now.
Come on.
Quick as you can. Stay with me. I've got a bad feeling about this. It's not like him to be away for so long.
Don't worry. We'll find him.
He's not as young as he used to be. What if he's hurt himself?
Your father can still handle himself just fine, Miss MacFarlane. He's built like an oak.
You're probably right, but I can't help worrying. He's all I've got.
Don't you have any brothers or sisters, Miss MacFarlane?
I had 6 brothers, but 5 of them died, either from sickness or foolish choices.
And the other one?
He left for the East and never came back. Must be getting on for 10 years ago now. He's a high and mighty banker in New York, according to his last letter.
He should be here, helping you and your pa.
I don't want his help. He can live his life any way he wants. But when I see those city fellers coming in on the railway, all dressed up like a sore toe, I fear a little for his soul. He switched his saddle for a tie, and that's fine. I just never met a man in a tie I could trust. Look, I think I see someone.
Come on.
Whoa! Daddy! What happened?
Nothing nice. Rustlers, I guess. Maybe the Baller twins, that bunch. Now you head back to the ranch right now and fetch the wagon.
Yes, sir.
Marston, you watch after her.
I'll do that, sir.
Careful!
Bandits.
Let's go.
Of
What could
course.
have happened to those poor men? And their horses were dead, too.
I think we should get back there as soon as we can.
Who could have done something like that?
Your boss seemed to have an idea who it was. Let's just do what he says and get the wagon.
Those damn rustlers! I've got a good mind to head over to Pike's Basin myself.
I don't think that's a good idea.
And you're no better. How many men have you killed?
Do you really want to know?
It's disgusting.
You never met the men I killed.
I heard the way you talk about that gang you were in, like there was some twisted morality to what you did.
We all have a code. Only some of us don't
The
realize it.
outlaw with the code? How wonderfully romantic. The reluctant murderer, the noble criminal. There's nothing more depressing than a man who's found a way to think the bad into good.
You're...
Oh my God! The barn's on fire!
Yeah, sadly the dialogue kinda cut out there again because we arrived too fast, but that's not really an issue right now because we have bigger problems to worry about.
Oh there!
They're trapped in there. It's getting worse. Mazagua!
We can't get through the doors! It's too dangerous!
There ain't enough of us. Get a move!
Try and get in through the loft, Mr. Marston! Climb up the windmill!
Well, that ladder is not going to be an option.
We gotta get to the horse.
We are not a circus daredevil,
Help me, will you? Somebody get them horses out.
so we are gonna have to do a little bit of platforming. Which isn't really the most enjoyable thing in the world with Rockstar's character controls, but it's not too bad. Come on, John. Get up there. Good. And you could just jump to the ground floor and lose some health. But I figured that might as well just take the ladders down and slide down.
Well done! Now let's save the horses! Give it a slap! Give that horse a smack! Get it moving!
Well, horse, looks like we're gonna have to do this with some extra style. Well, that was kinda crap, but never mind, at least we got out of there. Could have maybe have gotten some more speed. Oh yeah, sorry about that, horse. You'll be fine.
Slow up.
You sure know how to handle yourself. Thanks, Marston.
Yes, John, thanks. You saved the ranch.
If you'll excuse me, I've got chores to attend to. Hey, hold on a second over there.
Sincerely, John. Thank you.
Well, did all I could, Miss MacFarlane. Sorry about all the damage. That gang seems to really want you out of here.
Yeah, well, my father fought Indians. I scarcely think we're gonna be frightened by some white trash.
White trash can be pretty frightening.
Well, they don't frighten me.
Good.
John, my family owes you a great debt.
I think you got enough debt. You saved my life. All I ask of you is this. If I get back home and get my farm started back up, you'll sell me some cattle. I prefer doing business with people I know.
Of course, Mr. Marston. It'd be my pleasure. Well, you get some rest. I've got to go see how my father's bearing up.